And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders all around the world. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube. And this is Forex Trading Course 101. Remember, if this is your first time with us, everybody, we are in the beginner module. We are over the basic one. So if this is your first time and you don't understand the how, the when, and the why, please go back to the Stohastic YouTube webinar page and start to watch the lesson starting from number 1. And remember what we're trying to do, everybody. We're trying to build the 3 pillars. We're trying to build a strategy and or a system that it's easy for you to understand. The platform is opening, okay. We're trying to understand how risk management works inside the strategy and or a system, and the big one, the psychology part. And what do champion traders say, everybody? Champion traders say, I'm not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis. And of course, this is a quote from Mark Douglas. Also remember, everybody, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide, and the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for the educational purpose only. For homeworks and or questions, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and my LinkedIn contact. That being said, hello Salbakti, how are you? Hello Vincent, how are you? Hello King, how are you? Miguel, how are you? Christian, hello. Christian, I'm going to call you tonight, okay? Zuelius, como você está hoje? Time to shine, how are you? So today's lesson, everybody, is bringing all together, right? Okay, let's open which one? Which currency pair we almost never open? Let me see which currency pair we almost never open. Euro AUD, Euro CAD, Euro New Zealand, Canada JPY, CHF JPY, huh? What do you say, everybody? We almost never open CHF JPY. NZD CHF, NZD CAD, NZD USD, GBP USD, GBP JPY, USD CAD, we open time to time. Okay, let's go with CHF JPY. Okay, we didn't learn yet the Fibonacci's and we didn't learn yet the candlestick formations. But today we are going to bring all together the support, resistance, pivot points. We are going to build together a strategy and or a system, everybody. Now, good point, bad point, there is no right or wrong. Okay, there is no right or wrong about how and what you're going to do. So we are going to disable the widget and we are going to start from the monthly chart. Muito bem, obrigado a você. Eu tô sempre ótimo, obrigado. Okay, everybody, so the upper band is this, the lower band is this. Let's do it like this, transparency 40%, right? So the long-term bias is down. Okay. Market structure, bringing all together. Extension retracement. This is what we have from the monthly chart, extension retracement. And of course, now this is going to be resistance. Resistance here, or maybe down here, even better. This is going to be resistance. And what else do we have here? This is going to be another pivot point, right? And what else? This is going to be what? A pivot point, maybe low, low. Yes. Okay, something like this, another pivot point. And we have another strong pivot point here. And we have another pivot point here. And what else can we see and can we implement? Now today is bringing all together, right? So, well, We have the pivot points, we have the support, we have the resistance. Short-term trend, right? Short-term trend. The market is making lower lows, lower highs. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So this is the short-term trend on the monthly chart. Okay, the market's making lower lows, lower highs. What else? Trend lines. We have one down trend line which was broken. This is the one. And like this. What else do we have? Well, we have sideways movement, right? We have some kind of sideways movement here. Just maybe, you know. Maybe we are sideways, consolidation. Somewhere in here. We can extend this. And clone. We can extend this consolidation to somewhere in here. Right, the market reacted, fall to the pivot point. And that's it from the monthly chart. Hello MHB. Boss. You are the boss, MHB. You are the boss, not me. Okay, so this is from the monthly chart. Now what we're going to do, we are going to clone the chart and we are going to push on the weekly. Thank you, Zuelius, for this nice feature. I didn't know. Right, so we have the same stuff. So the market was making lower lows, lower highs. This is from the monthly chart. We are seeing most likely the same. And what else can we see on the weekly chart? Well, on the weekly chart we can see a different short-term trend. So low, high, 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 low. Let's color code this in red. Right? So everybody, what do you want to do? This is the weekly chart. Who in here wants to go short and where? And who in here wants to go long and where? And remember, today's lesson is bringing all together. Something is going to happen at this pivot point. Something is going to happen at this pivot point. Something is going to happen at this upper band of the sideways movement. Something can happen up on this pivot point. And in the end, the market can do anything it wants, where it wants, and for the time that it wants, right? So, everybody, it's better to go short or to go long. What do you think? Bring it all together, everybody, prepare yourself, because if you're going to say, oh, I want to go long, I'm going to ask you, teacher, but the market is making lower lows, lower highs on the weekly chart before we jump on the daily chart. And if you want to go short, everybody, I'm going to ask you, teacher, but the market touched the sideways channel. And remember, what we're trying to understand here is this is a probability game, for the lack of a better word. It's not a game, right? Christian, long after the market passed the pivot point. Okay, great answer, Christian. He says long when the market breaks the pivot point. Okay, great answer. Now, if you are going to enter here with Christian, everybody, somewhere in here, I don't know, where are you going to put your stop loss level and where are you going to put your take profit level, everybody? And again, there is no right or wrong, those are just different strategies if you want. And remember, these webinars are not trading or investment advice. Enter after the market breaks the pivot point. So somewhere in here, right? Okay, great. Where do you want to put your stop loss level and where do you want to put your take profit level? Christian? Does anybody want to enter right now? Because we have, what we have? We have a counter trendline break, right? Everybody, what you must learn in the course, now on Friday we are going to talk again on the Forex, about Forex course 2 and the other stuff on Friday, okay? But what you need to learn in the 101 is that this is a probability game and that there is no right or wrong. Christian has one strategy, Akos is going to have another strategy, Victor is going to have another strategy, you know, Salbakti another strategy, King is going to have a different strategy, Eddington and Miguel a different strategy, me and Danny a different strategy, Zuelius a different strategy, Time to Shine a different strategy, you know. And all of us can lose if we don't know where to put the take profit or the stop loss, and all of us can win. And we need to understand that it doesn't matter, it's just one trade. It's just one trade. Stop loss at the structure point, the previous pivot point. Okay, so stop loss is going to be here somewhere. Take profit 1.5. Okay, this is one. Do you see any challenges? Challenges, Christian. What is your challenge? 1.5, most likely. What is your challenge? Everybody, if you're going to enter with Christian's risk-reward ratio, which is okay, what is the challenge? Miguel says to enter after breaking the pivot point is going to take a long time. Yes, but no problem, Miguel. As we talked about, we have different styles, different perspectives, you know. You can be a scalper, you can be a day trader, you can be a swing trader, you can be a position trader, news trader, you know, no problem. There are traders who prefer to be quick and they want quick profits, and there are traders who don't want quick profits, right? Okay, 1 for 1. 1 for 1. Okay, this is 1 for 1. Christian, what do you think, my friend? Do you want to work hard? And I'm just asking you, you are the teacher, Christian, I'm your student. Should we work hard, everybody? I mean, going one for 1, this is hard work, you know. Should we enter this trade 1 for 1? There is no right or wrong, everybody, you need to understand this. I am not judging, I'm asking questions. There is no right or wrong, one system is not better than the other. It must apply to your personality. Time to shine says short when we reach the pivot point with counter trend and break and bearish candlestick, as we already have confirmed short-term downtrend with stop loss above the high, and we can still reach 1 per 2 to go to the lower band. Okay, what pivot point do you want, Time to shine? The first pivot point, which is in the middle of the sideways range, the black one, or the upper pivot point, which is the take profit of Christian? What pivot point do you want? Zuelis, go short in the next counter trendline break because we are in a structured down extension. Short term is making lower lows, lower highs. Okay. Also looks like we are in extension with the market structure. Everybody, again. If this is the structure, you have the extension, and you are going to see the extension and the retracement. You are going to see the change in the short-term trend, right? You know, and this is the monthly chart and this is the weekly chart. You know, again and again and again. Now, long term, yes sir, the market is down. Bias, short term, long term, yes, the market is down. Probability wise, yes sir, the short trade is better than the long trade. Probability wise. But you are still going to lose, everybody, because you don't trade what you see. Again, when the market is going to reverse, and just to be clear, you can reject what I'm telling you, okay? You can accept, you can reject, no problem. Okay? You can reject it, oh, I don't agree, no problem. You know, we are here right now. I'm going to delete this arrow. We are here right now. And you have a pivot point up in here, and you have a pivot point up in down in here, and you have another pivot point up in here. You know? And you want to short the market. Miguel, what is the problem? Hello Akos, how are you? Miguel, what is the problem here? Everybody? Yes, the structure is down. Yes, sir. Yes, the probability for the long-term trade is down. Yes. Yes. Yes, we are in the extension. Yes, we are. The market changed from the uptrend to the downtrend. Timing. That's it, Zuelius. Timing, everybody. When you think, everybody, that you are going to short the market, okay, now just to be fair, I don't know, maybe the market is going to push lower, right? Maybe the market is going to push lower, I don't know, you know. But if the market goes to the upper band, I mean to the upper pivot point, you know, something like this, and then crosses the, I mean breaks the counter trend line break, and you want to short the market in here, circle, you want to short the market in here, you know, you are not trading what you see. Yes, but the marketing's the extension, long-term direction, yes, but you are going to lose. And this is the challenge for the beginner traders in the beginning. You are going to lose with wrong timing. Okay? And again, I don't have the crystal ball. This is my opinion. Passion, what would you do? I would not short in here. If I would short up in here. Because what I'm seeing, maybe I'm wrong, you know, and maybe I'm going to lose. It doesn't matter, it's just one trade. But the market is sideways. What do you think, everybody? Do we agree on this? And I would prefer somebody says, well, I don't agree. So we can talk about this. Zuelius timing has a low probability to trade in the middle of the range. Maybe yes, maybe no. Namaste Patak, how are you? Vincent saying wait for lower channel break. Yes, sir. Downtrend line has been broken, says Miguel. maybe yes. For short, from the upper band, go short, says Aquas. Yes, I would agree with you. I don't see the sideways channel, says Time to Shine. Sideways channel. Sideways channel, Time to Shine. Okay, let's open another one. Weekly chart. Something like this. Sideways channel here. Up, 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 triple top. Triple top up in here. You know, so sideways channel 1, the market touch once, touch 2, touch 3, and clone. You know, this is 1, and clone. This is maybe 2. Okay, so up and down, up and down, and we are here right now. Red color. Can you see? Time to Shine. This pair has been sideways for quite some time. Yes, sir. Can you see the sideways channel? Everybody bringing all together, okay? You can go short in here, you can go short in here, and you can win, alright? You can go short in here and you can win. And this is going to, if this happens, this is going to be a problem. Why is that? Nothing is telling you in here that the market is going to go out of the sideways channel. Nothing. Do we agree on that, everybody? You can do anything you want, of course. As we talk to you, you can reject what we are teaching you, you can accept, no problem, but do we agree that we have nothing so far that the market is going to break out of the channel and go down? Do we agree on that, everybody? You can say yes, you can say no, you can say I don't know. Okay, for the traders who have especially have a little bit of challenge, everybody, spatially, okay? This is just practice, 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 practice. Okay? When the market was here, didn't the market do lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows? Didn't the market push down, making lower lows, lower highs? What color should we? Okay, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Didn't the market push down, making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs? Yes, okay, sir, okay, yes, yes, okay. Beside the long-term bias projection, and it says yes. What do you think, everybody? If this market was ready to break, and again, I don't have the crystal ball. We are all together. We are thinking the same way, most likely. But I'm questioning the market, you know. Don't you think that if the market was ready to break out of the sideways channel, that this downtrend should continue? What do you think? Vincent said yes, Patak says yes, Time to Shine says yes, Annie says yes. Okay? You need to spatially train yourself, everybody, to see this. And remember, we learned about this in the previous lesson. We learned about the different stories. This is one story, this was another story, right? We learned this. And we had different stories. Again, for the lack of a better word, we had different stories, and we said we cannot mix the uptrend with the downtrend with the sideways movement, because we need to apply different strategies to the different stories. Uptrend, market making higher highs, higher lows. Downtrend, market making lower lows, lower highs, or maybe the sideways movement. Mentor passion is market whisperer. Oh man, I wish I was a market whisperer, you know. No, this is just, don't worry, this is just common logic, but it's going to take you some time, everybody, to get this. It's just a process. Okay, we are training the process. If you are going to get the process of trading, then money is going to follow. Okay, so we have different stories, we learned about this. And if the market, so what can we do right now, bringing all together? Should we go short, long, or stay out? Well, we learned about how to confirm a trend, right? So if I short the market up in here, and this is a strategy, everybody, simple trading strategy. If I short the market up in here, I would profit take not at the band, but a few pips in front of the band. I would short the market up in here. We learned this simple strategy, stop loss above the highest high, right? Stop loss above the highest high, and I would take profits down a few pips in front of the lower band. So this was a trade. Now, am I going to go back up? Should I short the market? I'm going to delete. Now we are here right now. Should I short the market? Should I go long? You know, I'm not going to short the market, because trade what you see. The market didn't cross, the market didn't break the sideways channel. Yes, it can, but I don't know. I'm going to trade what I see based on probabilities, you know. And again, remember, everybody, don't mix apples with bananas. Where is the, oh, not in here, sorry. So let's put, don't mix apples with bananas, everybody. Where is the picture? Here. You can have your long-term bias right, you can have your short-term direction right, like we are in the extension, you know, we are in the extension. We are in the extension, the market broke the down retracement uptrend line, but still you are going to lose. This is one of the most important things that you can learn today. I mean, in this lesson. Don't mix apples with bananas. Okay? You need to understand timing. And of course you are going to ask, Passion, but how can I go long if the probabilities are down, right? Well, if you are not comfortable to go long, wait for the market to touch the upper band and go short, right? Wait for the market to touch the upper band and you can short the market, and you are going to be on the side of the probabilities. But still, trading what you see, you can use a sideways consolidation trading strategy, which is very simple, nothing. Professional traders use this strategy, everybody. You don't need the super mega JP Morgan Chase Forex robot to tell you this. You know, what you can do, you can go if you want, you can cut your risk of your trade in half. If you are generally risking 1% and you want to go long, enter with 0.5% of risk per trade. Or if you are trading 2% per trade, enter long if you want with 1% risk, you know. Cut your risk per trade in half. But I'm telling you, if you understand the concepts, you know, at the level that you can teach them to the other traders, and you are losing, is because you are mixing apples and bananas. Now, good point, in the beginning this is normal. Okay, I was mixing this, you know, my mentor was telling me, oh, you need to follow structure, and I was following structure and I was losing. Oh, you need to follow the market wave. I was following the market wave and I was losing. You know? Oh, you need to follow the short-term trend. And I followed. I thought I was following the short-term trend, which I didn't, because the short-term trend is not down anymore. The short-term trend is sideways. You know? And my mentor was telling me the same thing I'm telling you. Don't mix apples with bananas. Long-term extension trade is a different strategy than the short-term sideways trade. Those are two different strategies. Long-term down extension trade or short-term down retracement trade and the sideways channel trade, short term, you can have 3, 4, 5 different strategies inside the same structure. Does this make sense to you, everybody? Okay, let's write this down. Trade what you see means you can have 3, 4, 5 different market behaviors. I hope my English right. Market behaviors with 3, 4, 5 different strategies, inside the same structure. Okay, trade what you see means you can have 3, 4, 5 different market behaviors: uptrend, downtrend, sideways, you know, bullish flag, bearish flag, whatever, you know. And you can have different, of course, for different market behavior you need to use a different strategy. You are going to use a different strategy on a downtrend, and you are going to use a different strategy on an uptrend, and you are going to use a different strategy in the sideways movement. And this is going to be double, because you are going to use a different strategy for the uptrend and the downtrend, depending on where do you find yourself trading. You have the same structure, but you can have the uptrend and the downtrend when the extension is over, and you have the uptrend and the downtrend when the retracement is over. Those are different strategies here, everybody. Does this make sense to you, everybody? That you need to apply different strategies, and you know everything about the concepts, you know, and the greatest force and the probabilities, but you are still losing because you don't know where and how and when to apply the different strategies. Now, the good news is, in the beginning this is normal, because we think that this is the same story, right? We think that, oh, this is the extension, right? Right? We are going to talk more about this on Friday, everybody. This is one of the focuses on the course 202. Okay? Course 101 is just for you to understand this. You need to understand this. Okay? In 202 we are going to put this into practice with other strategies and templates and executions and organizations and implementation and... okay, enough. Salbakti, that's right. So, going back, everybody, here, trade what you see. Do I have a pattern here? Do I have a pattern here? Do I have a pattern here to go long or short or whatever? What do you think? Time to Shine is saying, in that scenario where you said you would short at top of band, are you no longer looking for a confirmed short-term downtrend of 2 lower lows and 2 lower highs at the top of the band? Time to Shine, what do you think? What do you think, Time to Shine? It's a yes or a no? Would I be waiting for 2 lower lows, 2 lower highs or not? What do you think? Great question. Ako says not yet. Everybody, do we have a pattern? Double bottom and bullish candlestick formation. Yes, sir. So we have double bottom, right? We have double bottom, 1, 2, right? Now, if you are an aggressive trader, everybody, if you are an aggressive trader, you would enter somewhere in here, right? Maybe not on the weekly chart, maybe on the daily chart. If you are an aggressive trader, you would enter here, right? And if you want to be more cautious, you would wait, what we have learned, you would wait for 2 lower lows, and for 2 lows and 2 highs, where the second low and the second high are going to be higher high and a higher low, right? KJ, double bottom and potential W formation. Yes, sir. So, KJ, Christian, Akos, Albaktin, Zuelius, and everybody else, you are my teacher. Do I have anything in here to short the market? I could be thinking, if I don't think in the right way, right? I could be shorting. Let me see if we have a short here. Do we have a short? Okay. I could be easily shorting the market, right? I'm your student, everybody. Can I short the market in here? Can I short the market? I'm your student. Teacher, the market is making lower lows, lower highs. The market's making lower lows, lower highs. Let's short the market. No, no, no. Why not? So, everybody, if you don't understand the difference in here, you could be easily shorting the market. Right? Because I'm not seeing the red sideways consolidation. What I'm seeing is the continuation of the blue line. The market was in a retracement, and then it changed the short-term downtrend. It changed to the short-term downtrend, and I don't see. My brain is not trained enough to see the red sideways movement. What I'm seeing the connection between the blue. This is what I'm seeing, the connection between the blue lines. Now again, in the beginning, if you are a beginner trader, this is common, it's normal, it's a process. And I could be easily shorting the market, thinking, oh, the market is finally resuming, you know, it's going to fall. Yeah, don't tell me no, everybody, I've been there, you know, I did this. Time to shine is ending, so if you were cautious, then the short trade at the top of the band you would enter, because by the time it made two lower lows or high, it was the bottom of the band. No sir, time to shine, we learned about this. The answer is absolutely yes. And you are going to find the lower lows and the lower highs on the smaller time frame, time to shine. We learned about this. Okay? Yes, if risk reward is more than 1, if it hit the third bottom. So, do I have anything to go short in here? Right? I don't have anything, everybody, to go short. Trade what you see. The market didn't push lower. It didn't make a lower low and a lower high. What it just did, it was a higher high. You know? Higher high. So, maybe if you are thinking that, oh, but this is only a 50% uptrend, right? We have a low and we have a high. We are in a 50% uptrend. Would you short the market with a 50% uptrend? I mean downtrend? Would you short the market because the uptrend is just 50%? What do you think? And as Time to Shine is asking questions, everybody, what we are going to do? We are going to jump from the weekly to the daily chart. Daily chart. We're going to compress the chart. Right? Everybody, this is the market right now. Do you think the market is telling you anything that the market is going to push lower? Highs and lows, 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 highs and lows. What do you see? And again, everybody, trade what you see, right? I'm going to, if you are an aggressive trader, this double bottom is going to be enough for you. If you want, this is a pattern. Okay, we have double bottoms, triple bottoms, double tops, triple tops. This is a pattern, right? And if you want to wait, we are going to wait for the market to do what? Market is going sideways, and finally, right, we have high, low to high, high to low, low to high. Right? Do we have a confirmation of the uptrend right now on the daily chart? If you want to be more secure, Christian says no indication to make me go short. Yes, sir. Remember, everybody, this conversation started because some traders said that want to short the market if the counter trend line breaks happens on the lower from the upside down. Okay, this is where the conversation started. Oh, I'm going to go long, and somebody said, oh, I'm going to go short. Okay, now again, you can, maybe this counter trend line is going to happen, and maybe the market is going to push lower. It can happen, yes? But the question is, oh, Passion, I want to be a professional trader, you know. oh, I want to make money from the market consistently, you know. Was this luck? Or did the market tell you technically that this market is going to go out of the sideways movement? Everybody, I'm going to tell you again, if you want to move on the next level, everybody, you need to know, you need to explain to somebody who is maybe have more experience than you. You need to explain how are you winning and how are you losing, you know, because you can say, oh, Passion, I want to work for you, okay, and I see this kind of trade, I'm going to ask you, I'll say, okay, congratulations to you. How did you know, I mean, I'm not talking about the crystal ball, how did you know technically that the market is going to push lower and go out of the band? And if you say, well, you know, counter trend line break, you know, I'm going to understand that yes, you won, congratulations, but you really don't know what you are talking about, technically speaking, not in general, you know, but technically speaking, you don't know how and why are you profitable. So we are here and the market may confirm the uptrend, right? So what we're going to do? Well, we're going to enter on the next counter trend line break if you want. This was the next opportunity, right? Or maybe the next opportunity, counter trend line, right? And again, we need to see the bands because of the risk reward ratio, right? Risk reward ratio. Okay, so if you entered here, this would be a risk, and let's color code this in red, clone. If you entered here, most likely the same. And yes, everybody, again, this is one of the lessons that you can watch 2 or 3 times if you want. Okay, well, risk reward is not the best, of course, but it's better than 1-to-1. So this is going to be the reward here, and there you go, background color, there you go. So as you can see, time to shine. We can wait for the market to confirm the uptrend. When the market is in a trend, it is more likely to stay in it rather than reversing. Yes, sir, but remember that the market must wave in order to move. The market must make extensions, retracement, extensions, retracements. So in the end, everybody, we are here right now. We are here. This is the daily chart. Okay, not this one. Let's take the chart with the, where are we? Okay. So this is the monthly chart. We are going to clone. We're going to clone this and move on the daily chart. Not this one. Clone chart, and we're going to go on the daily chart again. Daily chart. Now we are on the daily chart, everybody. Do we have the... So we have support, resistance, and the pivot points. Should we short the market or should we go long? What should we do? And when? Remember, everybody, there is no right or wrong. If you say, oh, I'm going to short the market, when the market hits the upper pivot point up in here, and I'm going to see the counter trend line break, you know, and I'm going to go until here, you can do this. Okay, there is no right or wrong. Passion, would you do this? Absolutely not, but I have my style, you know, you have your style. Salbakti says, I think I understand because I want to not miss out on a trade. I find myself doing speculative analysis instead of taking more time to make a thorough technical analysis. Great answer. Great answer. Everybody, if you have doubts, you know, every time when you enter a trade, ask the question, am I trading what I see? You know? And you can send me an email. Say, okay, I'm going to short the market in here. Passion, am I trading what I'm seeing? You know, and I'm going to tell you, well, yes, you're trading what you see. I'm going to say, well, maybe you have a different view, you know. But I'm telling you, everybody, you know this stuff already. You know this stuff. And one of the biggest challenges is that some of you still don't check the higher time frames. And I know some of you, you know. Some of you are still, you know, some of you wake up in the morning or in the afternoon, you open the platform and you go on the 2-hour chart or maybe daily, and you just buy or sell without checking the weekly time frame and without checking the monthly time frame. Some of you are still doing this. True or true? Let's be honest. True or true? Miguel says, I would go long ideally to the other band. Great. Time to shine. I agree with Miguel. Confirmed short-term uptrend, but is the pivot point not a challenge for us to trade long? If I'm answering you, time to shine, trade what you see. Trade what you see. So everybody, bring it all together, right? Bring it all together. You know that the market most likely trade what you see. You know that the market most likely is going to go up, right? But trade what you see, you are going to enter a few pips in front of the pivot point, and then the market is going to reverse and break the counter trend line, and you are going to start to think, oh man, this trade what you see BS does not work, I should go short. And as soon as you are going to close your long trade and put on a short trade, guess what the market is going to do? It's going to push up again. So to answer, time to shine, what can you see? This is the weekly chart. This is the weekly chart. What do you see? What can you see? Pivot point here. Pivot point here. Pivot point here. Pivot point here. And we learned about this, right? What can we see? The market is going, most likely is going to react, but in the end, if it's going to continue the same pattern, it's going to break the pivot point and is going to push to the other side, up to the other band. And in conclusion, everybody, remember two things that we already learned. Every consolidation sooner or later is going to end. This is number one. And remember that the market can do anything it wants. Okay? It's a probability game. Okay, everybody, this is it for today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your trust. See you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade with passion. This is FXPassion signing off.